Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Today's just been a wonderful day so far. I woke up really early, like 4 a.m. early, and I got up. I did a bit of tidying in my bedroom, which it needed. And then I went downstairs, cooked some breakfast, had that, then opened up some boxes that I needed to open and disposed of them. And then Belle came over to me and we started having a play, and then she fell asleep on me for a bit, and it was really good. Then I went upstairs, recorded the first part from my membership version of Resident Evil 2 Remake for Force Sensitive members and above. After that, I went downstairs, got myself a little bit of lunch. Posty came, so I dealt with that, sorted out the dishes, and then I thought, then Belle came back in again. And climbed up on me and fell asleep. It was a lovely bonding day with Belle. And then I watched Quantum Leap. Good. I'm glad that you are finding the silence awkward. I want you to. Okay. Oh, man. If I was to say to you, give me your recollection of the original Quantum Leap series, I think probably a lot of you will say Sam leaps into whoever has the issue this week, and we follow him throughout the episode with periodic visits from Al, trying to help him along, and obviously giving him the lowdown of whether or not he's saving the day. That's not how this series is working. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad to deviate. I'm not saying it's bad to try something. But you see, Sam Beckett was a very interesting character. And the way that Sam Beckett dealt with the issue that he was in was more often than not very interesting as well. These interactions, the people he meets, his own personal takes, etc. And of course, Dean Stockwell was just awesome as Al, always awesome as Al, and providing a little bit of levity in sometimes some pretty dark episodes. Some of it is about the Sam Beckett replacement, Ben Song, and most of it is dealing with the other cast of characters who have got the personality of a wet fish and not interesting, and I don't care. And I want to be more attached to what's going on in the leap itself, not what some stupid bin dude with makeup and glasses and wants to say stupidly this way. It's And the most frustrating element of it is that the lead character is actually, I think, pretty charismatic and is a good lead. He's a good lead male for the show, but we keep having to jump away from him because they want to deal with a B plot. Let's get into it. I ain't spending much time on this one, but let's crack on. So Ben leaps into Space Shuttle Atlantis. Whew, it's going to last more than 37 seconds. And this is, although this is the Atlantis Space Shuttle, it is a fake, a made-up mission. Because this is set in 1998. And as far as I'm aware, they didn't have a launch in 1998. I say that like I know. I fucking looked it up on Google. But I'm saying it like, oh yeah. Hold on, let me just recollect my space shuttle launches and years. Yeah, they did a few in 1997, and 1999, but I don't think they did anything in 1998. While everyone at home is there going, "Oh my god, he's so knowledgeable! This is incredible! I never knew that about Az." Yeah, well, my knowledge comes from doing a bit of googling. So yay, they're in space, and then I don't know what all this was about, but I'll tell you where it led. In nowhere. This I don't know, whatever. This astronaut speaks to the mission leader, and she keeps telling him, "Yeah, I promise you, wife, I'll bring you home safe." And it's saccharine. It's just saccharine, and it leads nowhere, and it doesn't add anything to the plot. And I don't know why it's here, which is really in weird. Speaking of really in weird, moving on. Anyway, fake Al, I don't know her name. I can't remember. I can't be bothered to. Allison, maybe? I don't know. Probably not. She's trashed her house because she listened to the message on the phone, and she found a thumb drive. What a coincidence! So they want them to decrypt. Yeah, they want them to decrypt the thumb drive. I wonder if this week there'll be a syntax error in Ziggy. Syntax error. Holy what year is this? 1982. Okay. I don't want to be mean, but I will. This character is useless. Why are they in the show? Why? They serve no purpose. Moving on. Right, so we finally get back into the space shuttle. How far in? Nearly 10 minutes into the episode. They don't want Ben to regain his memories because he jumped into the quantum leaper, and it wasn't meant to be him that leapt into it. It was meant to be his missus that leapt into it. Sorry, my hands are really dry because I've been doing some dishes with fairy liquid, and it really dries up my skin. I should have put some Dr. Balls all over it. So I've just put some water from my receptacle and spilt it all over my desk. Yes, it's more interesting than talking. Okay. So because he went into the quantum leaper after installing a completely new operating system, which apparently they're still using. So what? And he hasn't got his memories. They think that he might be a bad guy, and he might be doing it for baddie purposes. So they don't want him to get his memories back now. But his missus, who's Al, because they're actually dating, come on, stay with me. They're getting married in 6 months, and she wants her hubby back because she's missing the cock. So anyway, but seriously, I think this guy is really good. His acting range is good. He's charming. He's believable. And he's engaging. When he's actually on the screen, I'm interested in what's going on. And I've got to say, his missus, who was as wooden as a plank of woman last week, is actually a bit better this week. I'm not going to quite give her an Oscar, but I might give her a McDonald's bronze star. But she's slightly better anyway. So yeah, she wants him to get his memories back, and they're like, "Oh, stop it!" And she's like, "For fuck's sake, why you just Oh, I've seen that look a few times before from that angle." No, carry on. Moving on. So the leapage is because his character is going to die, but he didn't die. And then they were like, "Yay, I didn't die. Why aren't I leaping?" And they said, "Oh, because you're still gonna die." So what happens is the guy that she was saccharine with, they get into some sort of like malfunction spin, and he bangs his head. So he's concussed and out of it for a while. So she is now leading the operation. Now, this bit is very important indeed, because in about 20 minutes time, we're gonna have her tell the men that they're wrong and she's right, and then the men are gonna turn around to the main man and go, she's a woman, she's right at everything, you should just do what she says. And he says, I am a man who defers to women in Hollywood constantly, so let's do what she says. There you go. Saved us a bit of the episode. Magic. That's what they're calling him. Magic goes to, which is Ernie Hudson, who's actually good as well. Ernie Hudson is a good actor. He's a good actor, and he's too fucking good for this show. Just like the main lead is way too good for this show. Because the other cast of characters, like I said, they're as wooden as a female. This is Al's wife. Now, of course, one of the funny things about Al was Al, I don't know, I can't even remember how many wives Al had. It's somewhere, I think, like 8 or 9. Anyway, so they talked to her as if, I don't know, it felt weird. Because it was like, Al settled down and had it. Fuck off. Al would have been banging 22-year-olds when he was like 85. That's what Al would have been doing. Anyway, Ernie Hudson goes to see her and he's like, sorry I haven't come to see you since Al died. Nice. But his daughter's in trouble, and the kind of trouble that I can't tell you what it's about because I'm a secret agent, man. So she's like, oh no, she's a good girl. This is the security, whatever. Anyway, they're trying to decrypt the thumb drive on the down low, but they got rumbled, and so she gives the touchy-feely speech that, look, I'm not going to ask you for the thumb drive. Why not? You are the security chief. What if they're all... You think that the guy who's leapt could be on the baddie, naddy, naughty, porty side? He could have people who are working with him. But no, I'm just going to because you're go by non-binary, which I know is fake and everything, but and wear lipstick and stuff, and it just makes working conditions really weird because you're just fetishizing. But I'm going to give you the option to hand over the thumb drive. Oh, I don't care. More talk. Then we get back into the space shuttle. So they're now sending Ben outside to fix a thing. And he goes outside to do a spacey walk, and he fixes the thing. No, it's not. It doesn't. No, that's it. That's all. Then there's a bit of debris, which nearly hits him, but it doesn't. So he survives. And then he's like, "Yay! Why aren't I leaping?" And he doesn't leap. The security guard does her job terribly again. He fixes the thing which he was sent to fix with. Oh my God. They've decided that they want to go back to the house because they believe there's more information to be discovered. So this time, he brings the security chief with him. Now, as we saw from the beginning of the very first episode, Al's daughter, that's who we discovered it was, discovered something about the quantum leap. She called Ben. They then, no, not they, them. That's the other one. They then went back to the room and installed the new operating system, which gave Ziggy a syntax error. And he leapt, and then, of course, as we're seeing from this episode, she'd also given Ben a thumb drive, which is encrypted with a super duper whoopery encryption because it has, secret super duper information on it. She leaves the front door open, that person. They knock on the door, no one answers, so they just try the door, and it's wide open. That is what we call in the business lazy writing. They couldn't think of an interesting way for them to gain access to the house, so they just left the door wide open because they're lazy. Fuck. So they go back to the space shuttle, and they're like, now what's the problem? And the problem is a white guy is going to wake up. So they're in the house, and they immediately find the secret base. Yay, secret base time. So the boss man, by the way, no white guys on the, no, you know, they're not allowed on this show. What about the guy in the makeup? Hey, they're non-binary. Respect their... Oh, fuck it. I don't care. Remember, this is the show No White Men Allowed. We got a Honduran, a black guy, an Asian, and a white woman, of course. There's always fucking white women fucking everywhere. Every fucking... Okay. So he's just like, no, we're going to go back home. And Ben's just like, no, I did a quantum leap thing, but I can't say that, so I'm not going to. And apparently, if we go back home now, the space shuttle's going to blow up because some heaty thingamajiggies have gone. The element from the kettle has gone. But over there, it's the space station Mir. So we could go and get help from the Russians. And he's like, Russians! And they're like, yeah, they're our comrades in socialism. Let's go. So he's like, okay. Gets talked into it. He's just like, yeah, I'm a stupid man. I'm a stupid man. I don't know anything. I'm just going to defer to a woman. So they got to get out of, they're looking for, oh, there's more space stuff. By the way, I thought the space effects were okay. We're all right. They're pretty decent. Space shuttle looked good on the inside. This looked good on the outside. The green screen looks good, you know, against the old sky. The old spacey woo-woo. But very little other than that to get excited about. Then Al's daughter calls them up and is just like, I didn't go to Ben. Ben came to me. Oh my God, revelation. And you better get out because I'm blowing up the house. So they go outside and there's smoke. So they can't wake up Space Station Mir because they're going by universal time, and in Russia they'd be asleep, so they're asleep, so nobody's answering the radio. So he leaps across, not oh boy, not that sort of leaping, literally leaps. Yeah, just jumps off his space shuttle to try and get to there. But he grabs it and he's like, hey, I'm going to knock on the window. Is there any Russians there? And they're like, yes. And he's like, help. So they're going to help. He's like, yay. Everyone's a success. You're going to leap now. Boo. Bye. So then we discover that the thumb drive was a key to open up an encryption. And the encryption was a leap map. And in the middle of the leap map, there is a very specific destination. And they're like, where is that? And then he's leapt into a boxer and gets punched in the face. See you in the next episode. Although I might not. Look, this show is excruciatingly boring. The main lead is good. As I've said, he's good. And when he's on screen, I'm paying attention because he's a good actor and he's got charisma and personality, and no one else does. Ernie Hudson's fine, but Ernie Hudson is just like playing I'm the boss role, even though I don't act like it because I let these absolute children of adults get away with murder. Which, yes, we're still there, folks. We're still babysitting adults, Californian adults. Which is highly annoying. Other than that, the other castmates are complete and utterly just why? Why are they even there? So they're taking away good time from what could be a good story of the leap But now we're just getting little increments of the leap because we're too busy looking at a guy with a stupid fucking glasses and lipstick and slick black bleached blonde hair talking stupidly, and then nobody can say anything because they'll cancel you, and if they cancel you, then they want to take your job, your life, your work, your money, your home, everything from you. Bye. Nah, I'm only joking. I would give this look, it's so annoying. This would have got a higher score if it was just focused on the actual fucking leap, which it should be. But the other stuff is just, oh my god, there's a mystery. Let's solve the mystery. The mystery's gonna go all season, obviously, because we just have to drag it out. So it gets a 4. It gets a 4, and it would have been probably a 6.5 ish if it was just the space shuttle bit, because that probably would have been okay. Now, take care. See you in the next video. Bye.